Hi everyone. Today we're going to be doing a lesson on factors that make a product. So using numbers to make a product. So we're going to have a game board and we're going to work in partners. So I'll play first with the class and I will be player 1 and the class will be player 2. The object of the game is to claim 4 products in a row to win. So I can be X's and then the class can be O's. So I am going to put, actually let's do it, I'll be red and the class can be green. So I'm going to choose a factor. So I'm going to choose 5. And I want to highlight that. With red. And markup. Okay, so I'm going to choose 5. And the class would get to choose the other factor. So maybe they choose 3. And so we would change that color to green. And then I would ask the class, what is 5 times 3? What is the product? It's 15. And so I would get that product and I would type my equation. And I would say 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay, now what we can do in this game is we can change one factor. So if somebody wanted to use 5 and 9, they could. The other thing that we would talk about is, how do I know that 3 times 5 is 15? And some students might say, well, I have my 5s memorized. And some students might say, I know that 3 groups of 5 is 15. And some might use an area model or tiles, like an array, for 3 rows and 5 columns to equal 15. Okay, so that would be a strategy used. So then player 2, the class, will be able to go. And they could choose, so they want to choose 4. And oops. And I'm going to choose, oh, they're supposed to be green. And I'll choose 6 for them. Okay. And then I would ask them, what is the product of 4 and 6? Okay. 24. So we would give them 4. Oops, getting crazy. Oh. Okay, I just want this. There we go. Oh, I don't know, like that. Hopefully there wouldn't be these technical difficulties. So they would get 24. And we would talk about how did you find that answer? And we would talk about different strategies we could use if we weren't sure about the product of 4 and 6. So they would get to write over here, 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay, so this is, we would play this together, me versus the class for a little bit. until one of us gets 4 in a row. Then we would break off into our player 1, player 2 partners, and I would have them play in their partner groups, and then I would walk around with a sheet to see what strategies they're being used, who's struggling with what numbers. That way we know what we need to practice. And this is also a really good beginning of the year engaging game for students, because it kind of gets them back into multiplication and reviewing those facts and being able to remember what they do know, and then where do they need to go from there to get to their products between 1 and 100.